Alright, so we're going to do a video today on how to mount the Rough Country HD2 running boards on a 2021 Chevy TrailBoss. Now I had a 2019 TrailBoss previously. I had these running boards on it. They look good. They also offer quite a bit of protection against rocks, stuff getting thrown up by your wheels. The tires on the TrailBoss are pretty aggressive and they kick up a lot of stuff, and it'll take your paint off if you don't have something to protect it. So these running boards are about $400. You get them directly from Rough Country. When you get your stuff in the mail, we'll open this box here. All right, so I have everything laid out here. The mounting brackets go on the cab of the truck, the brackets that slide inside the running board itself, and all the bolts, washers, nuts to attach everything. Now the first thing I'm going to say is the instructions that Rough Country sends with this kit, it's pretty crappy. It's black and white, can't hardly see it, can't hardly make anything out, especially when it's been folded up and shipped all over the USA. So let's get to it on mounting these running boards. All right, so we're underneath the truck. We're laying about in the middle of the door, driver's door. The tire is off to our right. You see these plugs right here? There'll be 6 of them. You're gonna take out number 1, 3, 4, and 6. So locate and take those out. Use a screwdriver, and you can aid yourself with a needle nose plier. That'll help quite a bit. Try show you this as best as I can. All right, so there's one. All right, so now you're gonna go along the bottom edge. You can do either side, whichever, top or bottom first, and you're gonna remove these bottom plugs, 6, 4, 3, and 1. Okay, so you're ready to mount your brackets. You're gonna have 4 brackets per side for a total of 8. Now you're gonna have 16 bolts, and you're gonna have the washers. These will bolt right into the body. These factory holes in here are threaded, so these will bolt right on. All right, so you're ready to mount your first bracket. Now the bracket's gonna sit up here like this. You wanna make sure that this ear right here, at least from what I could tell on the instruction, was pointed to the rear. And I'll emphasize again that the instruction book that they send is junk. You can't hardly see it at all. It's all black and white pictures and it's all crinkled up. So get that started. You don't want to tighten these up, but I am going to bring them right to snug, hand tight, I guess. Or not even hand tight, just so it's holding. Alright, so when you have your first one on, it should look like this. Bolt hole here, bolt hole up top, and this ear should be facing backwards. Alright, after you get the 4 on, it should look like this. If you're standing up looking down at your brackets. I don't know how well you can see that, but that's what it'll look like. Now you're ready to put the board on. Now you're ready to put your running board on. You want to be kind of careful here so you don't slide it around, so you don't wreck your finish. So here's how I'm going to line mine up. I'm going to line the edge of the running board with the body line right here. And that way I can keep it pretty accurate. So that's where I'm gonna mount mine. So now we'll put the brackets on underneath. All right, so hopefully you can see this. Now this is where it gets a little difficult if you don't have a lift. It's not like it's hard, but having a lift would make it. But having a lift would make it just a little bit easier. So you're gonna actually have to lift it a little bit to get those bolts to fall through there. As you can see, it's not so easy, but that's how you do that. And the nuts and lock washers are one of the lock washers and washers on there. And the nuts. And you won't want to tighten these up yet either. Okay, now we just have our nuts on there, and you'll do the exact same now for 3, 4, and 6. So actually I'll do 1 and 6 first. Hopefully you can see that. right, so we're snug. I'll put the rest of these on and I'll get back with you. All right, a little side note, if you get into a bind where you can't get the bracket in it, because after you get most of these on, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. Just simply put the bracket in. Take this bracket off real quick. And then just slide it up and rebolt it. So that's how you can defeat that if it gets a little tough. Alright, we're ready to tighten these bolts up. I'm going to tighten up these bracket bolts first. I like to have an extension for it. Keeps your hands away a little bit from hitting here if you slip off or something. You need a 13mm socket for these. I'm just going to go snug till I get this one done too. And snug that one. And go right on down the line. Alright, so I have these snug, and the reason I'm not tightening them up right away, in case there's something that happens here, something doesn't line up or something that's not, you don't have to go and bust everything loose and go back through again. So now we're going to tighten the bottom. We're going to line it up and then tighten the bottom. Alright, so now you're going to switch to your 10mm socket. You're going to need a deep well socket because they got some long threaded bolts here. And we'll just tighten up. Make sure it's pushed in, so it's flush with the bottom of the rocker panels. And just tighten it down. Your bottom is tight. Now just take your 13mm socket and go all along and just tighten up the mounting brackets. That's it. So as you go to put the passenger side on, you know how I said on the other side that your brackets will be pointing towards the rear? On this side they're pointing towards the front. So I just put the Rough Country icon towards the front of the truck, and that way they'll line up. So I'm going to throw this one on and finish this project and see how it looks. Alright, so that is the installation on the Rough Country HD2 running boards. These are on a 2021 Chevrolet Silverado TrailBoss. They're pretty easy to install. A few different reasons why I wanted running boards on this truck. Number one, for protection. Number two, easier to get it in and out of. But anyway, I hope this video will help you out. It's very simple to do this. If I can do it, you can do it too. Until next time, I hope you can get out and enjoy God's great outdoors. We'll see you on the next one.